Support LaneSide. Get something cool.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of LaneSide Reviews. As always, I'm the bearded beast, Rob Johnson, joined once again by Scoops Porter. And we've got some really exciting stuff to show you on this episode, so why don't we take it LaneSide and see how it's stacked up.
All right, guys, welcome back. As always, we are joined by Wayne Porter, our speed dominant player.
Yeah, he's bowling on the easy house shot.
Kind of looks like a Yeti with that white hair. Now, the BIGFOOT, we've seen this cover before, but we've never seen this core.
Sure,
So tell me about this cover.
It's the TP1 Plus.
That's right. And we've seen that one before. That was on a high-end ball.
Results Plus.
Yeah, that
right?
was,
So.
I mean, that ball is still a pretty big back-ending ball.
Yeah.
Huge back-ending ball. And now we're seeing it on
The BIGFOOT.
On the BIGFOOT.
Which is a symmetric ball.
Yes, and this is kind of a weird one.
Whoa.
Uh,
Missed that one.
well, he thought he saw the Bigfoot over in the corner there. He was trying to get him. This BIGFOOT has a really interesting core in it, which kind of makes it attractive for your speed dominant player. It's kind of a modified Squatch core.
Yeah.
With all those pointy-outy things.
Yeah, it had a ring originally, didn't they? And
yeah.
So they kind of blocked it up this time. So it's kind of weird where you can drill and hit it and then drill and miss it depending on how you want to change and modify things.
Now, this is very important because this ball, even though it's symmetric out of the bag, it's actually an asymmetric ball.
Yeah.
So when you drill it, depending on where you drill it, it goes through those little towery, peaky things. And look how much it's hooking.
Yeah.
It goes through those peaks and really blows up the intermediate differential.
Yeah.
If you've been watching the drill room on Twitch, we talked about this before, how the drill angle was going to be extremely important on this.
Yeah. Well, we laid it out once and then
Relaid it out again.
Yeah, I thought about it and I'm like, whoa, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that Radical themselves are coming out with a video on that because of how important it's going to be. Because this, even though it's a symmetrical ball, it's once you drill it, it's not only a little asymmetric, it's a lot asymmetric.
And that's kind of throwing back to the fix.
Oh, that was pretty.
Yeah, the fix era where they had that stuff. Well, we couldn't really do that anymore without having the weight holes to help, right? Where this is kind of taking.
It does it for it,
yeah.
Now, that strike there, to give you an idea, on this condition, Wayne was lining up at 12 for his benchmark shot. That was 9 boards left.
Yeah.
Speed dominant for a symmetrical player on fresh, that's not happening.
Yeah.
Not on a pearl.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. You can just see it. I mean, that one kind of ran out of juice finally, but... You probably moved to, another 3 boards?
Yeah, that was another 3 boards.
So that's 11 boards from his benchmark.
Yeah. 12 boards from his benchmark,
12, yeah.
That's huge
Yeah.
for a symmetrical ball. Symmetrical. I'm using the air quotes again. And you can see him here playing it, the left-handed version. And here we are with the benchmark ball.
The benchmark. So you can see, you're going to see the big difference, right? So you played around the pattern and got it up there.
Yeah, I think that was close to where he used to play in the old days, like kind of up 5. Look at the difference here.
Yeah.
So for our speed dominant players, this is actually a symmetrical that they can get into.
Yeah, see how it never left the oil pattern, right? Yeah. Because if you threw it out there, it would either do 2 things. It would take off and go Brooklyn.
Yep.
Or it might run out of energy and kind of flatten out. But
now here you are throwing it, and I'm going to take a wild guess here. Oh, look, you struck with it at your benchmark spot.
Yeah.
Do you ever not strike it from your benchmark?
I think we had 1 or 2 balls that I missed, and I think those ones went after the 7-pin.
Oh, yeah, it could be because they hooked too much.
I think the pink urethane was one of them. No, actually, I did strike on the. I think I did strike on the pink one.
Now, how was this for you? Because you're gonna see over the first couple of shots here, you strike. How did you feel with this ball?
It was interesting. It was definitely not what I was expecting compared to the previous versions of this. Like you said, it is definitely a different beast. So now, as much as the Yeti and the Sasquatch are related to the BIGFOOT,
yep,
The BIGFOOT is
Is
one and
King
only.
Daddy?
Yeah.
He's King Daddy. So. Now, you could see right on that shot, I think that was a really good indication how short the hook zone on this is.
Yeah.
In symmetrical balls, the hook zone is always very long.
Yeah.
So
a little bit early traditionally, too,
yeah.
right? A little not early. I mean, earlier than
Yeah.
your asymmetric.
So it's a little. Usually we see very continuous.
Yeah.
With this ball, because it starts symmetrical, but when the layout we put on it for you blows up the differential up to 0.20, it suddenly becomes a very short hook. Well, not if you throw it out there.
Yeah. I knew, you could see that I knew that I missed that one.
That's that BIGFOOT in that corner again.
Yeah. It just keeps popping out.
But yeah, you can see it's got a very short hook zone, but then it becomes continuous again. It continues to hook.
Yeah, like when it gets off, another ball came out that was kind of doing something.
3D offset. Go figure. A mobile.
Yeah. So.
I think, I don't know what you think about it, but in watching you throw this, I would think that this would be a really good step down from that 3D offset.
Oh, for sure, yeah, because you would get a little bit more length. I know the 3D offset is pearl itself.
Yeah,
too,
but it has a lot of surface.
This is a little bit. It's got a little bit more length, and you can see I'm in a little bit more, and still the carry and just getting back, right? So
oh God, you gotta love that carry.
That's the thing is, I've been having a little trouble with speed regulation lately too. So I mean,
we've all been off for a long time. You know what? It's going to take us a little bit to get everything back to normal. Isn't it nice just to be able to bowl without masks again?
I was just going to say, I think that's part of my problem. I'm breathing regularly, and my blood oxygen level is higher.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes me a little bit to get warmed up here. Like,
now check this out.
I'm counting the boards.
Yeah, see, he went from his benchmark at 8. He moved all the way to 14 and still struck. We wanted to see what happened if we sent him out to the 3 board. Almost made it. Little flat with the release. If you'd gotten a little more shape.
Yeah, a little bit more shape, a little less. Like I kind of fell off too. I was just not used to playing out there, but
very, very surprising versatility. But we really like the versatility in the squatches as well.
Yeah, well, that's the Yeti and the Squatch were still some of my favorite radical balls of all time. So
we need to get one of these in snow white, like a snow white solid. That can be the way to go.
We haven't had the abominable snow.
Oh yeah, we haven't had Bumble.
Yeah.
No, we can't have Bumble though, because Bumbles bounce.
Yes.
You can't have that hit the pocket.
Yeah, we can't have.
So here you are.
Made it out of rubber.
Here you are with the bonus. A pretty standard shot there. Very smooth arcing.
Yeah.
And you can see here for you, we found this best looked between 0 and 3 boards. Yeah. It had a very, very similar shape to the Intel, just more of it.
Yeah, you get to see how a little bit wider it was and just covered it like maybe 1 or 2 more boards out wide and came back in. So.
Very weird for a Pearl. This TP1 never seems to play like an actual Pearl cover stock. Now here I am.
It's the kind of Pearl I like because it's got traction.
And boom.
Ooh.
Who said that was okay? Who said that was okay? That was nice.
Ball. It was a good ball.
That's me. I am standing 25. Now this is something I hear a lot. People are like, well, you talk about where you stand, but, your arm never goes where you stand. I'm like, well, no, duh.
No.
Like my right shoulder, if my right shoulder was over my left foot,
you'd fall over.
I'd fall over.
Yeah.
I'd be facing the wrong direction.
I mean, when we were doing our silver level, our bronze.
Yep.
We talked about that. That's coaching 101. You cannot, from your inside of your slide foot, which is where you're supposed to be marking, which once again you talked about on Twitch, 6 boards over is traditionally where you're going to lay the ball down.
Minimum.
Yeah. Right. So
you get somebody who's look at this, boom, the high heater. You get somebody who's maybe a little bigger, like myself.
Yeah.
Like if you measure from the inside of my left foot, if I'm just standing straight, I have 12 to 15 boards between the inside of my left foot and the center of my shoulder.
Yeah. Oh, that's you. Yeah, your shoulder base is.
I get a 50-inch chest. I just have a wider chest. Yeah. You look at somebody like one of our youth bowlers who, like or Jackson.
Yeah.
One of our new adult bowlers, he's probably got a 38 or a 40-inch chest.
Yeah.
That's a big difference in size.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's why we say traditionally. But
yeah.
Yes, you're not going to lay the ball down on 25. If you're standing 25, you're not going to lay the ball down.
Now here I moved into 30, and I'm still throwing flat. So I've moved 5 boards left, and that was still flat. Yeah. The shot before, when I 10-pinned at 25, I moved to round, and you saw it strike with the hard one. Now I'm going to stay at 30, and I'm going to come around a little bit more.
Rob's new trick.
Yes. You know what? I have worked really hard over the last 2 years to learn to be able to add a little bit of tilt and a little bit of rotation. It's not my A game.
No.
I have a very forward roll, very low tilt game, and for me, getting the ball to shape is difficult.
Yeah.
But the only way to get better is to learn.
Yes. And that's the thing, is there's positive and negative to that. Like, you have that amazing thing. When I need that, that's where I struggle more, because I already have the tilt that you're trying to create.
Yes.
Right? Like, and it really, I got to do funny things with my fingers and stuff to get it a little bit more forward roll. So
now you'll see on this one, let's call it out, that ball deflected a little bit.
Yeah. That's urethane carry, baby.
That one, I never got it really out to the friction. It still got through the pins. That's that great hitting power.
Yeah.
But it deflected.
Yeah.
So we know that the good range on this is probably, for me, 0 to 5 boards.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw 0 to 3 boards with you, so that's pretty in line.
Yeah.
The only person we saw a huge difference with was Wayne.
Yeah, well, and that's because of the speed difference, right?
That's exactly right.
I mean, he's still speed dominant because his revs are so low, but, I mean, he doesn't throw it as hard as you or I do either.
Now, speaking of speed dominant, here's a new little trick. I'm going to move 10 left, or 10 right.
That's the highest I've seen your shoulder swing, I think,
in a while. Yeah, I can generate a little bit of speed now.
Yeah. You've been worried about getting too much speed.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Your power in your legs from your lifting.
So we're going to get a left-handed shot at this eventually. But yeah, I was very interested in this ball. For your late hook ball, I could see this fitting in really nicely. You can see here left-handed. I really like this as a later hook ball, even though it has a lower differential.
Yeah,
you can always drill some of that differential out, like I have. Here I am with the Intel, or sorry, not the Intel, the bonus.
Yeah.
On my BIGFOOT, I just drilled my fingers an extra inch deep.
Yeah.
To get rid of some of that differential. Boom.
Yeah. Well, that's
And you can see here, just about on top of each other. Just had to keep it in the oil just a little bit longer.
Well, exactly.
So she's not hiding anymore. The BIGFOOT is loose.
Oh, we got a bonus shot.
Yep, and this is just the range that I had there, that 0 to 5 boards, just to see it's just about the same area.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. I was very surprised. It's a great great new release from Radical. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a show. So until next time, guys, we'll see you laneside.